My name is Frank, and this is my story. I moved from South Carolina to Georgia about 5 years ago, and from Georgia I moved to California about a year ago. Growing up in the church, grew up in the church all my life, thought I knew who Christ was, never really had a relationship with him though. I knew he died on the cross for my sins, but didn't really understand what that meant. Got into a lot of drugs and partying my senior year into my freshman year in college. When I was 18, I got in a wreck and ran over a man, killed him. Went to prison for about 4.5 years. My life was in shambles. Couldn't really deal with the pain and deal with the hurt that I was concentrating on. And, in my deep dark despair, in lockup one day, I found Christ. I decided I wanted a relationship with him, that I really wanted to focus my life on him. I did my 4 years in prison, and when I was released into society in 2008, I continued to follow Christ, and I continued to seek him with my whole heart, so I thought. I never really understood what sonship was or who I was as a son to God, and I couldn't deal with it yet. I wasn't ready to get off the fence and just set my life fully for Christ. And so I ran to California. I ran to where I didn't think God could find me. And 4 or 5 months into living in California, I was hanging out with an atheist, trying to read my Bible, but because of the people I was associating with, the individuals that I was friends with, I didn't feel good about talking about Christ or being who I truly was as a Christian. And then one day, God just cut that relationship off totally. And then I met Jeff, and he was talking about FCA and what he was doing with the youth and the athletes of FCA. And my heart just opened to him. I really loved it because he was helping young men. He was helping men like me and my little brother, just to raise them up as God-fearing men, and helping them mature spiritually, taking in college athletes, high school athletes, and just helping them and developing them and being a mentor for them. Jeff and I got hooked up. He came alongside of me, really showed me how to be a Christian brother, really take me by the arm and just mentor me in small ways that just were profound to me. He's given me a lot of wisdom, helped me to seek God wholeheartedly. He has really just poured his soul into me, and now I'm able to go out into the world and pour my soul into others. Now my hands and my feet are Christ, and wherever I go is, and because Jeff has came by and just mentored me and picked me up and just shown me another way. Now I no longer seek worldly pleasures or worldly knowledge. Now I seek Christ and his whole heart. And I'm just stoked to be out here in California. I'm stoked to have a friendship with Jeff, and I'm stoked to see where he's going with FCA. Life is good, and he's part of the reason why life is good.